Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Back with another story time, y'all. I've seen his story times before, but I haven't seen him in a long time. So y'all gonna be reacting to this live with me. Also, for the people in the comments that said I've been stopping and playing the video too much, this is a reaction channel. If you want to find the video yourself, you might want to find the video your damn self. I mean, I'm reacting to it in real time. That's why you watch it. You know what I'm saying? You reacted to it with me, okay? Anyway, let's get into it, y'all.
I call this one filters and angles. You already know. So, all right. For one, I don't want anyone to ever get the idea that I think I'm better than women, or, you know, I'm standing over women or something, standing on the soapbox. All I'm doing is really just telling stories of actual dates that I've been on. I do tweak them just a little bit, just so it's not as obvious to the person that is involved. But all of these dates happened. Let me take you back to the days of OkCupid.
I heard of that before.
This is a while ago. This is probably like maybe a year and a half after my divorce. So I'm sort of like trying to get my feet wet out here, learning what y'all doing. Things are different. It's kind of crazy a little bit, just catching up to what was going on in the game. So I meet this girl on OkCupid, and you know, I'm looking at her profile. Everything seems cool. Nice pictures, you know what I'm saying? But I noticed all the pictures were like heavily edited. But I mean, at the time, I'm like, okay, well, you can't edit, you know, body shape or, you know, all this stuff. So I talked to her on the phone. We talked pretty heavily leading up to our first encounter. Now, why people do what they do, I don't understand. All I know is it's not that deep. You don't have to do what some people do. So we link up. We're gonna go to this like bar and grill lounge type situation, get some appetizers, have a few drinks, get to know each other. No big deal, right? So I'm texting her, you know what I'm saying, like I'm on my way. Now I had picked this place for a particular reason. Now I had been on some hell dates leading up into this. I picked this place for a specific reason. I'll get to that in a little bit. So I'm texting old girl and I'm like, okay, I'm here, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to pull into the driveway, and I'm about to park. She like, I'm sitting at the bar. So I got my phone out. Now this is the first time I've ever met her in person. So I got my phone out and I'm sort of like looking at her picture on my phone, and I'm looking around and I'm like, okay, yeah, and she's texting me at the same time, and she's like, yeah, I'm right over here. And so I'm, you know, well, hold up. You know, I don't see you at all. And so I'm texting her, and you know what I'm saying? Then she like, you done walked past me 2 times. And I'm like, I turn around and I'm like, you know, I'm looking at the phone and I'm looking at her and I'm looking at the phone.
This ain't it. This ain't it, shorty. Catfishing like a bug.
I had been on some hell dates and I was over it at this point. And
not
I was
even
just
a catfish
like,
date.
this don't look nothing like you. And she's just like, what do you mean? What do you mean? And I'm like, for one, the person in this picture is light-skinned. You're dark-skinned. Not that that's a big issue. I'm dark-skinned. But what is happening right now? And she's like, oh, you one of them judgmental type. You one of them judgmental type. I'm like, judgmental? I'm like, you don't look nothing like this picture. This is not you.
I'm not even judging you.
I'm like, I should.
Hey, at that point, he's not even judging her. He judging whoever with the picture at that point. These 2 different people he judging. Because he said, that's not even her.
Turned around right then and there and left. I should have left, because what happens next at this point, it was my fault, because I should have left. I sit down next to the bar and I'm sitting next to her and I'm showing her the picture and I'm like, look, I mean, I ain't trying to be rude. I ain't trying to be, you know, disrespectful or nothing, but like, you don't look nothing like this picture. Like, you should have just told me or showed me what you look like. I mean, now she definitely didn't look like the picture. I wouldn't say she was unattractive. She just was a lot, what's the word I'm looking for? She had a lot more mass than the picture would indicate. Yeah, that's a safe word. Bruh, she was big as hell, niggas. Look, I'm a big dude, but I kind of feel like I translate that in my images. I'm very upfront about it. I'm 6'3", over 300. Boom, I'm a big guy. I tell people that. I'm not afraid of it, not ashamed of it. Hell, a lot of women love it. So it is what it is. But old girl was like, like way bigger than, way bigger than what I thought. And I mean, I ain't trying, like I told her, so I'm not trying to be disrespectful. This just doesn't look like you. I mean, I felt like you could have told me or, showed me some pictures without all these filters and, situations on them. So I would have been able to make a decision whether or not to even come here and meet you.
Exactly.
And then she's like, well, you kind of judgmental and you really ain't all that and all that and all this and stuff like this. And then she's like, Mom, I told you that's why we shouldn't even have came. And I'm like, Mom, what the hell is Mom? What? And her mother sitting next to
What? This
Where her mother come from? What?
She leans over and she's like, I mean, he all right, but he ain't all that to be telling nobody they too fat. I'm like, what in the hell is going on? And yeah. So I'm like, I'm scrolling through the pictures. I'm like, look, this stuff, like, look at this picture right here. Like, this is not you. And it's this picture, and it's like she's sort of like posed up against this wall, and she got like a small waist, and all this. And I'm like, that's not you. I mean, I'm not trying to be rude. It's just this isn't you. And she's like, that is me. That is me. And she's like, I'll take a picture right now. I'll show you. She's like, Mom, take the picture. Mom, take the picture. She's like, well, where's my phone? Where's my phone? And so she's like, well, where's my phone? And she's looking around for her phone or whatever. And then she heard another voice says, baby, it's under the bar. You hung it on the hook. And she like, thank you, Auntie. And I'm like, Auntie, bitch, you done brought me to a family reunion. What is going on? What? So she reaches in the purse, right? She could put this big purse slamming on the bar table, and she going through trying to find her phone. She reaching. Boom. Sits a gun on the bar stand. Reaching around, trying to keep going. Grabbed another one. Grabbed like a compact 45. I'm like, at this point.
Wait. Go back. Wait a minute. We gotta go back for a second. He said she pulling out guns out her purse. Go back.
Find her phone. She reaching. Boom. Sits a gun on the bar stand. Reaching around, trying to boom. Grabbed another one. Grabbed like a compact 45. I'm like, at this point, I'm like, bartender, I would like to order a tequila sunrise. The bartender's like, now, the reason I ordered that drink is because that restaurant on their website, they say, if you're in an unsafe situation on a date, order a tequila sunrise, and they will call you an Uber, and they will guide you out the back and get you out of there. That's why I ordered a tequila sunrise. So I'm like, yes, I would like a tequila sunrise. The bartender's like, dude, that's not on our menu. I'm like, a tequila sunrise. And he's like,
Help me.
I'll ask my manager, maybe he could make it or something like that. I'm like, oh, Jesus. Now at this time, girl, she's hopping off the bar stool. And she's going up to the wall, and she like, take the picture, mama, take the picture. I'm gonna show this nigga. She take the picture, mama. So her mama over there, like she fucking a cameraman at the club, and she taking pictures, all different situations. And then next year, they over there looking at the pictures. No, take it again, mama, take it again. I'm like, dude, a tequila sunrise.
Get me out
Now
of
all this
Save
time,
me.
it's 3 guns sitting on the bar, happening right now. So I'm like,
So she never put the guns back up. She took the guns.
I gotta use the bathroom. So I go to the bathroom. I'm in the bathroom, like going through my phone, like, and I'm not in my city, so it ain't nobody I can call. So I'm like, shit, I gotta get the hell out of here.
Yo, what the
This,
hell?
you know what I'm saying? This is there. I come out the bathroom. Old girl standing there in the hallway. I thought you was gonna run off on the check. I thought you was a gentleman. I'm like, I thought you was something else. And so I start walking back to the thing, and then the manager, he's like, sir, your card isn't working. Can I talk to you about this? So I'm like, so old girl goes back to the bar. The manager, he's like, I am so sorry. Well, he's new, he didn't know, Do you still need us to call you Uber? And I'm like, look, just let me go out the back door. We can squash it. So I go out the back door, give him a car, drive away. So look, this is a PSA. You know who you are. You know what you're doing. You do not need all those filters and angles to deceive someone. You just don't. Stop it. And I get it, a little bit here, you didn't wear makeup today or something like that, but everybody knows who's overdoing it. You know who you are. Stop. You don't need it. You better off being who you're going to be and letting them decide whether or not they're going to accept it. If you put on all this fakeness and then it blow up in your face, you set yourself up. And stop wearing them dumbass, big ass eyelashes. We didn't ask for that. Nobody asked for that. If your eyelashes, when you blink at people and they go like this and they feel wind, they're too big.
Yo.
They're too big. Okay? All right. But once again, this is just one of my sad, horrible dating experiences. I'll see you in the next one.
Shout out to that brother, man. First
Story
off,
time.
my opinion is his channel. I kind of got a crazy story like that where I was dealing with somebody. I'm not gonna go into too much detail. I was dealing with somebody, and I went back to their place for the first time, and they was Dominican, right? So they had the real fine, like the real, slick back, like jet black, Indian looking type hair. You know what I'm saying? And she always wore this ponytail. But it was like a clip always with the ponytail. But it'd be a new clip all the time. You know what I'm saying? But it looked like it's her hair. I found out all that was fake, bro. She came out. When she came out of that bathroom, when I'm sitting in the living room, pale face. Clip in the clip that I was well, I can't even go into detail. I don't even go into this YouTube. I can't even go into detail like I want to. I'm gonna have to really make a separate, like a separate page where y'all could go and y'all could pay for these stories, because some of these I can't even tell on YouTube. Really, to be honest, I can't tell them because this is gonna get real graphic, and I don't want to get demonetized before I get monetized. So, but just know, I was doing some things with her, and that thing moved. And that's how I found out. I can't even get into detail of how everything was going and everything. But yeah. I've never in my life, this is just me, when the dude say, I want my woman in weave, or I want my woman in eyelashes, or I want my woman in, no, they just want their woman, their hair, I mean, they nails done, they hygiene good, and you know what I'm saying? They feet and their hands done, and they call it a day. I've never heard no dude say, yeah, I want my woman to wear makeup, or I want my woman to wear a wig, or I want, like, I've never heard that. That's just, I don't know. So I don't know what was her whole thing about trying to, you know what I'm saying, get over on him. Because he said that was a disaster date. That was a hell date. That wasn't even a catfish date. And I'm trying to imagine her in my mind, and like in the comments they was just talking about like Respucia and all this other stuff like that. But I don't think it's because she was big. It was really because she just lied about what she looked like. That's really what it was. So don't lie about what you look like, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, people. Make sure y'all do, because if you don't, you gonna make sure you hit the click on the blicker.